Welcome to the food challenge. Who can gobble more? Wow, this is delicious. Hola. This is a masterpiece. Look at this father-daughter duo. Will is sporting a long-lost smile. After lunch, Will decided to serenade his daughter with a tune his guitar was practically storytelling. Billy, lost in thought, took this chance to mimic Dad's guitar skills while Will wasn't looking. Listening to Billy's melody, Will was flabbergasted his daughter turned out to be his musical prodigy. She only needed to hear the tune once to nail it. Seeing her talent, he decided to gift her a guitar talk about being the Santa Claus of music. On the way to drop Billy off, Will couldn't wait to spill the beans to Annie. She was so shocked, her jaw might drop. Annie fully supported Will teaching their daughter music, but she made it clear there'd be no rekindling of things between them. Will confessed he held no fantasies about Annie, just wanted to make up for things with Billy, but the daughter was making the bond tighter. Watching the father and daughter bond, Annie felt on cloud nine. After all, her daughter wouldn't be teased about being fatherless anymore. Next, they were like any normal family, teaming up to spruce up the neglected rose garden, goofing around the whole time. After dinner, they hit the shops together, and with time passing ever so sweetly, Annie and her daughter were fully embracing the cozy vibes. One night, Billy hit Will with a curveball of a question. Dad, where'd you go sis back then? And it wasn't just Billy craving an answer. Will paused, reminded of his past self. He was a total mess. Even though Annie had deep feelings for him, on their wedding day, a record label came knocking, promising stardom. However, there was a condition attached. He had to depart without any hesitation, right away. Tempted by the boundless allure of fame and fortune, Will resolutely cast Annie aside. Can I possibly call you Dad? Heartfelt efforts always get a response, and at this moment, Will finally earned his daughter's approval. Having completed his identity transformation, Will was eager to find Annie to share his joy and sincerely apologize. He bravely shared his feelings, and Will's heartfelt gaze brought tears to Annie's eyes. Annie decided that for the sake of her daughter and herself, they should give each other a chance, so she asked to go on a date. Will had been itching for this moment. It was their first date after reuniting, and Annie treated it like the Super Bowl. She took out her treasured dress and enlisted her daughter to glam her up, prepping for a date she'd never forget. By the time Annie reached the meeting spot, she was practically fidgeting among the bouquet of romance. At the sight of Francesca's enchanting radiance, Will was as tense as a kid, leading her toward the helicopter slowly. The moment the helicopter took off signified the start of a new chapter in their romance. Soaring above the city together, Will boldly declared to the media Annie is his one true love. Amidst the cheers, he whisked Annie away from the crowded airport to the ballroom. As the music flowed, the couple danced gracefully, getting swept up in the moment and kissing. They thought this blissful life would endure, but not long after, a family gathering, their daughter suddenly choked, turning as red as a tomato. It was a real-life trauma. Everyone rushed over in a panic, and Uncle was as frantic as a cat on a hot tin roof, scrambling to save her. But poor Will just stood there blankly, haunted by memories of his mother's sudden heart stop. It made him feel utterly helpless. Thankfully, Uncle's efforts paid off, and the daughter dislodged the food stuck in her throat successfully. Seeing his daughter safe and sound, Will chose to slip away quietly despite his reluctance to leave, but Uncle made sure to give her father a strong piece of his mind later on. As a father, Will stood frozen during his daughter's crisis, and Uncle saw, what kind of parenting is this? Thick hurt like a knife. Will, tearing up, confessed to Uncle that he shouldn't have come back or butted into Annie and Billy's lives again. The next morning, he decided to bail again, returning to the big city in search of gigs. Upon hearing the news, Annie was already in tears. Happy breakout, anyone? Once back in the city, Will was a shadow of his former self, not the superstar he once was. Every concert felt like a bad dream. His manager quickly picked up on Will's disconcerting vibe. Unable to hold back, his manager asked what was going on, and upon hearing, offered reassurance and support instantly. He explained that Will was shell-shocked because of his love for his daughter when she was in danger. Fear and helplessness engulfed him. Those words served as morning light, piercing through the fog in Will's heart, instantly bringing everything into sharp focus for him. He immediately hopped off the plane and bought a ticket back to town, fully ready to make amends. For these 8 years, I've been wanting to tell you. I have always had the desire to explain to you the reasons behind all that I have done. Until this very moment, my mom still loves me dearly. It wasn't until the moment I met you that I fully realized how exactly I had lost her. The very thought of it was unbearable for me, so I chose to run away. But I can't run anymore, not since the moment I saw Billy. That's when I fully realized I had been wrong about you all along. If you enjoyed this video, how about subscribing? We'll have more amazing content coming your way.